And I think we went to dinner somewhere. Yeah, it was good.
And style
I can't tell you exactly what we did. It would be too naughty.
Theirs was a romance famous for its public displays of affection, whether on the red carpet or in a red-hot collaboration. And when it came to runway collaborations, very few Hollywood love stories have captured our hearts quite like the one between supermodel Heidi Klum and Grammy-winning singer Seal. Their romance was the absolute epitome of glamour, passion, and deep connection, but, like any great story, it was filled with incredible highs and devastating lows, reminding us that even the most fiery love stories can face challenges that prove impossible to repair. And that brings us to the Hollywood split that shocked so many of us. Heidi Klum and Seal are getting a divorce, ending what looked to be a rock-solid marriage. Now, for the first time since the news leaked, we're finding out what was really going on behind the scenes of their public relationship. So why did their fairy tale romance have to end in such a devastating heartbreak? Join us as we take a deeper look at the incredible rise and tragic fall of Heidi and Seal's relationship. To understand their love story, we must start at the beginning, with their love and wedding. We need to start with Heidi Klum's own journey before she ever met Seal. Born on June 1st, 1973, in Bergisch, Gladbach, a small town in Germany, Heidi's rise to superstardom was nothing short of meteoric. She first exploded onto the scene in 1992 after winning a major modelling contest, which put her on the path to international stardom. By the late 90s, she had become a true household name, known for her iconic work with Victoria's Secret and her many appearances on the covers of top fashion magazines. But beneath all the glitz and the glamour, Heidi's personal life had its own fair share of serious challenges. In 1997, she married celebrity hairstylist Rick Pepino, but the couple officially divorced in 2002. Afterward, she began dating Italian businessman Flavio Briatore, and in 2004 they revealed they were expecting a child. However, their relationship dramatically ended before their daughter Lenny was born, and Heidi was left on her own to navigate life as a single pregnant mother. In sharp contrast, Seal, whose full name is Seal Henry Olusegun Olumide Adeola Samuel, was born on February 19th, 1963, in London, England, and he has a truly remarkable story of his own. His Nigerian parents raised him in a tough environment where he overcame enormous challenges, including a very difficult childhood and a serious battle with discoid lupus erythematosus, a skin condition that left permanent scars on his face. Seal's huge breakthrough came in the early 90s with massive hits like Killer and Crazy, but it was his 1994 ballad Kiss from a Rose that truly catapulted him to international fame. His soulful voice and deeply introspective lyrics earned him acclaim for years. This combination made him one of the most beloved and respected musical artists of his entire generation. By the early 2000s, Seal was a global superstar, but just like Heidi, he too was navigating the tricky ups and downs of a life in the spotlight. Both Heidi and Seal were incredibly accomplished people, and yet they both longed for something much deeper, a love that could actually stand the test of time. Little did they know that fate was about to bring them together in the most surprising of ways. Despite being known as one of the most romantic singer-songwriters of all time, Seal didn't actually capture the attention of supermodel and television host Heidi Klum with his famous love songs, at least not initially. In fact, many people would call the former couple's first meeting back in 2004 a classic case of love, or, perhaps more accurately, intense attraction at first sight. Heidi and Seal's paths just happened to cross when both were looking for something more meaningful in their lives. The fateful meeting took place in early 2004 at a luxury hotel in New York City. According to Heidi, It was a memorable moment she would never forget. She saw Seal as he exited the gym wearing tight workout shorts. She later described him as just standing there in all his glory, and she openly admitted that she was immediately, completely smitten. In an old interview, she mentioned being struck by how confident and genuinely kind he seemed, and of course, he looked absolutely incredible. Seal also felt a powerful connection from the start, and the two of them began dating very shortly after, and it really didn't take long for their new romance to blossom into something truly special. From the very beginning, Heidi and Seal's relationship was defined by huge gestures, intense passion, and an undeniable chemistry. After just several months of dating, Seal knew he had to take their relationship to the next level. This would lead to one of the most iconic moments in their love story, which came in December of 2004, when Seal proposed by taking Heidi to a remote Canadian glacier where he had a custom-built igloo waiting just for them. Inside, there were rose petals, countless candles, and a romantic setup fit for a real fairy tale. Seal got down on one knee and asked Heidi to be his wife. Of course, she said yes. In a later interview clip, Seal mentioned that he wanted it to be something that felt just as unique and beautiful as she was. He added that it was a precious moment he would never forget. Heidi, on the other hand, revealed that it was the most beautiful, magical moment of her entire life, and she added that Seal always knew how to make her feel like the most special person on the planet. Naturally, their engagement made headlines everywhere. The couple quickly became one of Hollywood's most talked about pairs, grabbing headlines worldwide by May 10th. 2005, Heidi and Seal tied the knot in an intimate beach ceremony in Costa Coreyes, Mexico, surrounded by their close family and friends. The couple exchanged their vows with the stunningly picturesque ocean serving as the perfect backdrop. It was truly the perfect setting. Heidi wore a gorgeous Vera Wang gown, while Seal looked dashing in a white suit. His suit perfectly matched the tropical setting, and their vows were heartfelt and deeply personal, really setting the stage. It set the tone for a marriage built on deep love and respect, and their wedding was just the beginning. This was the start of a marriage filled with love, laughter, and a shared passion for building a strong family. After the wedding, Heidi and Seal quickly embraced family life, and on the 21st of November, 2009, Heidi Klum officially took Seal's surname, becoming legally known as Heidi Samuel. Shortly after, Seal formally adopted Heidi's daughter Lenny in December 2009, cementing their bond as a family. According to Klum, Lenny's biological father, Breathtaking, wasn't involved in parenting, and Klum has stated emphatically that Seal is her father. Seal is her only father figure, and he has even praised Briatore for keeping his distance while they came together. They went on to have 3 more children of their own, Henry, Johan, and Lou. Henry arrived in 2005, with Johan born in 2006, and Lou in 2009. Heidi often spoke about how much she really admired Seal as a father. She described him as a loving, hands-on, and deeply devoted dad to their kids. In one interview, she mentioned that Seal had such a big heart. He wasn't just an amazing husband, she said, but also an absolutely incredible father to their children. She even said she felt lucky every single day to have him as her husband and the father of their beautiful children. Despite their demanding careers, Heidi and Seal always prioritized family life, and they often spoke about the importance of raising their kids. They wanted to raise them with love, humility, and a strong sense of values. Their family was frequently seen out and about, attending events together, just radiating complete happiness and unity. Heidi Klum said in an interview that they were a real team and everything they did was for their kids. But one of the most unique things about Heidi and Seal's marriage was their tradition of renewing their vows every single year. On each anniversary, they would host a themed vow renewal. The ceremony was to reaffirm their love for one another, often with close friends and family joining the celebration. From fun costume parties to elegant beach gatherings, these events were a testament to their deep commitment. They were committed to keeping their love alive and thriving. Seal once described them as a chance to remember why they fell in love. In the first place, speaking on these renewals in 2010, Seal said that each year he and Heidi get remarried. It's a great party, but for about an hour they go off on their own to a private beach. They sit there with the kids and read their vows to each other as the sun goes down. He said it was a very special moment for them, the end of a fairy tale. But despite their picture-perfect romance, Heidi and Seal faced their own share of struggles. Behind the scenes, cracks were beginning to show in their seemingly perfect union. By 2012, rumours of tension between the famous couple started to circulate. The pressures of fame and their demanding careers, and the huge complexities of raising a family in the public eye started to take a toll on their relationship. In January 2012, after almost 7 years of marriage, the couple shocked fans all over the world. They announced their separation, following a week of intense online buzz and heavy speculation. The hit singer Seal and his supermodel wife Heidi Klum confirmed on a Sunday that they were, in fact, going their separate ways. In their joint statement, they emphasized their love and respect for each other, but ultimately admitted that they had simply grown apart. Seal, in an interview, said that sometimes things just don't work out the way you had hoped. He spoke about retaining one's dignity and being professional, and understanding that they are not the only people on this planet who go through this. But that doesn't mean there wasn't love. He moved fans to tears when he mentioned that the relationship they had shared was something truly special and that he will always cherish it. Heidi Klum then filed for divorce. That filing came 3 months later, on April 6, 2012. She also requested her name be restored to her birth name, Heidi Klum. Their divorce was finalized on October 14, 2014, following their split. Both Heidi and Seal focused on co-parenting their kids and pursuing their own individual passions. Heidi Klum continued to thrive professionally. She soared in her career, taking on new roles as a television host, producer, and entrepreneur. Klum dated her bodyguard, Martin Kristen, from 2012 to 2014. She then started dating the art curator Vito Schnabel. After a previous relationship ended in 2017, Klum went public in May 2018 with Tokyo Hotel guitarist Tom Kaulitz. They shared the news through Instagram posts and appearances at the Cannes Film Festival. The two were first linked in March of that year, and by December 24, 2018, Klum had big news. She announced on her Instagram that she and Kaulitz were engaged, posting a photo of the couple with the ring on full display. The caption read, "I said yes," with a red heart emoji. Klum and Kaulitz then privately married in February 2019. But that wasn't all. The couple held their lavish wedding ceremony on the yacht Christina O in Italy that August. Meanwhile, Seal remained dedicated to his music career, releasing new albums and touring all over the world. But he always prioritized his role as a dedicated father to his children. Recently, however, there has been some new gossip. Fresh speculation is swirling about Seal's own relationship life. The 60-year-old musician was first spotted in sunny Saint-Tropez with a woman named Laura, who is very familiar with Seal's life, as she was once his personal assistant. This was back in the 2000s, a period when Seal was still married to his famous ex-wife, supermodel Heidi Klum. The connection between Seal and Laura began when she started her professional relationship with the singer, working from the family home he shared with Heidi in 2006, which later evolved into a romance. While details about Laura's current job are hard to find, it's believed she is still in the music industry, continuing her connection. to the artistic world she once helped manage for Seal. The irony of this romantic development did not go unnoticed. It was all because of his previous criticism of Heidi for her relationship with her bodyguard Martin Kristen after their separation. In January 2012, Seal's very candid remarks to TMZ in September suggested he was deeply disappointed with Heidi's actions, stating he would have preferred if Heidi had shown a little bit more class and at least waited until they had separated first before deciding to get involved with the help. Despite his representatives later clarifying that Seal wasn't accusing Heidi of cheating, but was just commenting on their ongoing separation. The sting of his words was obvious. Heidi, responding to Seal's pointed remarks, expressed her own dismay. She told Katie Couric that he had a very unique choice of words and that she was used to them. The hurt underneath. Seal's comments was clear to Klum, who found it tough to grapple with his perceived doubts about her faithfulness. As for Seal, his relationship with Laura is a reminder that love can blossom in the most unexpected places, even within the circles we keep the closest. His newfound happiness with a former member of his inner professional team suggests that our personal and professional lives can mix in the most serendipitous of ways. Despite their split, Heidi and Seal maintained a cordial relationship for the sake of their kids. They were often seen attending events and family get-togethers, showing the world that even after a messy breakup, it's possible to put your children first. Though they've both moved on, they have spoken fondly of their time together and the love that they shared. Now for a closer look at their children. Though their marriage was over, the love story of Heidi Klum and Seal is still an enduring tale of passion, family, and dedication. Their 4 children, Lenny, Henry, Johan, and Lou, remain as the living proof of the love they once had. Seal began dating Heidi while she was pregnant with Lenny Alumi Klum, stepping in as a dedicated father figure right from the start. When Lenny was born in New York City on May 4, 2004, she became the light of Heidi's life. Seal, deeply in love, embraced Lenny as his own. Growing up, Lenny was exposed to the world of high fashion thanks to her mother's career, attending high-profile events and often traveling with her family. Despite this, Heidi and Seal worked hard to give their children a true sense of normalcy. As Lenny grew older, her striking resemblance to her mother became undeniable, especially in her character. In 2020, at 16 years old, Lenny made her modelling debut on the cover of Vogue Germany right alongside Heidi. This marked the official start of her journey into the fashion industry. Since that time, Lenny has taken the modelling world by storm, walking in major fashion shows and working with top-tier brands. And despite her busy career, she remains grounded, often crediting her mother for teaching her the values of hard work and humility. Today, Lenny is a rising star in her own right, balancing her studies with a flourishing modelling career. She continues to make her family proud while carving out her own unique identity. Just a year after Lenny's birth, Heidi and Seal welcomed their first biological child together, Henry Gunther Ademola-2 Samuel, on September 12, 2005. Born in Los Angeles, Henry immediately became the center of attention as the couple's first child, and from a young age, Henry was known for his adventurous spirit and athletic abilities. Heidi often called him energetic, saying he was always eager to explore and try new things. As the oldest boy in the family, Henry naturally became a protector for his siblings, especially Lenny. Henry grew up in a home where creativity and being yourself were always encouraged, while Heidi and Seal were very careful to shield their kids from the media spotlight. Henry sometimes made appearances at family-friendly events. These small moments offered a peek into his warm personality and his close bond with his parents. Now a teenager, Henry has developed a really strong interest in sports, particularly soccer. While he hasn't gone for a public career like his older sister, he's known to be a dedicated student and a really supportive brother. In interviews, Heidi has mentioned how proud she is of Henry's kind heart and his leadership qualities. Then on November 22, 2006, Heidi and Seal welcomed their second son, Johann Riley Fodor Tayo Samuel, in Los Angeles. Johann, known for that unique name and his vibrant personality, quickly became a beloved part of the family. From an early age, Johann really showed off a creative streak. Heidi often shared that he had a natural gift for drawing and painting. Unlike his older siblings, Johann often preferred quieter activities, getting lost in his art projects or some imaginative play. Johann also seemed to inherit his parents' incredible sense of style. Heidi once joked that Johann had an eye for fashion and was never afraid to give his opinion about what she was wearing. His individuality and confidence have always made him stand out. As he's gotten older, Johann has stayed focused on his interests, doing well in school and with his art. And while he stays out of the public eye, Heidi has shared glimpses of his artwork and praised his serious dedication to his passions. Johann's creative spirit just continues to shine brightly, making him a unique and treasured member of the Samuel family. The youngest of the family, Lucalola Samuel, was born on October 9, 2009, in Los Angeles. As the baby of the family, Lou has always been surrounded by endless love and affection from her parents and older siblings. Seal described Lou's birth as a deeply emotional moment, and he called her arrival a true blessing. Lou grew up with her siblings as her absolute closest companions, often joining in on family outings and all their activities. Lou is known for her bubbly personality and a real love for performing. Heidi has shared that Lou absolutely loves singing and dancing, often putting on little shows just for the family. Her joyful energy simply lights up every single room she enters. While Lou is still young, her creative side suggests she just might follow in her parents' artistic footsteps. But for now, she's enjoying her childhood, surrounded by a supportive and loving family, along with her friends. It's one of the most heartwarming things about Heidi and Seal's family, the incredibly close bond their children all share, despite their different personalities and interests. Leni, Henry, Johann and Lou have always been there for each other. Heidi and Seal worked so hard to instill the values of respect, love and unity in their children. This foundation has helped the siblings navigate life in the public eye while managing to stay grounded. Heidi Klum said in an interview that she always told her kids that family comes first. No matter what happens in life, they will always have each other. Today, Leni, Henry, Johann and Lou are all thriving on their own respective paths. Leni is a rising star in the modelling world, carving out a name for herself while honouring her family's impressive legacy. Henry, Johann and Lou continue to grow and explore their passions, all supported by the strong foundation their parents built for them. As of today, the Klum Samuel children have grown into unique individuals, with each of them following their passions while keeping that strong bond with their family. So let's take a closer look at where they are now. Leni, now 20 years old, has firmly established herself as a serious rising star in the fashion industry. After her Vogue Germany debut in 2020, Leni has gone on to walk in major fashion shows, including for Dolce & Gabbana, and has graced numerous magazine covers, all despite a busy modelling career. Leni has managed to balance her work with her studies. She's also been very vocal about the support she's received from both Heidi and Seal, crediting them for her strong work ethic and her grounded approach to fame. In an interview, Heidi Klum mentioned that her parents had always taught her the importance of staying true to herself and remembering exactly where she came from. That is something she says she will carry with her forever. Leanie's relationship with her younger siblings remains incredibly strong, as she often shares pictures of their time together all over social media. She continues to be a role model for her siblings, paving the way for them to follow their own dreams and aspirations. Henry, now 19, has continued to pursue his passion for sports, especially soccer. While he hasn't looked for a professional career in a sport where he's known for excelling in local leagues and school tournaments. In addition to his athletic skills, Henry is completely focused on his education. Friends and family describe him as an incredibly humble and grounded young man with a powerful sense of responsibility. As the oldest boy in the family, Henry has always embraced his protective role over his siblings, whether that means cheering Lou on at her school events or just spending quality time with Johan. Henry's presence is truly a constant source of support in their lives. Johan, who is now 18, has blossomed into a very talented young artist. From an early age, his creative spirit was obvious, and he has since perfected his skills in drawing, painting, and even digital art. And while Johan prefers to stay out of the spotlight, his amazing artwork has occasionally been featured by his proud mother, Heidi, on social media. Friends and family have praised Johan for his unique perspective and his total dedication to his craft. Beyond his artistic talents, Johan is also known for having a sharp sense of humour and a kind heart. In fact, his siblings often call him the peacemaker of the family, always ready to diffuse any tension with a quick joke or a thoughtful gesture. Lou, now 15, has emerged as the family's youngest star in the making. With a passion for singing, dancing, and performing, Lou's vibrant personality really shines. Though she's still young, Lou has expressed an interest in pursuing a career in the arts, whether in music, acting, or dance. Heidi has mentioned how Lou's confidence and natural charisma just light up any room she enters. She said in an interview that Lou has such a bright energy, that she's fearless, and she knows she will do amazing things no matter what she decides to pursue. Outside of her creative pursuits, Lou truly enjoys spending time with her family and is often seen on vacations and at family celebrations. As the youngest of the bunch, she continues to be absolutely adored by her older siblings. Heidi Klum and Seal's love story may not have had a perfect ending, but it remains one of the most unforgettable romances in Hollywood history. Their journey together was a powerful reminder of the force of love, the importance of family, and the sheer courage it takes to let go when things just don't work anymore. So what's your take on their love story? Was it really a fairy tale that was cut short, or simply life taking its natural course? Let us know down in the comments below. For watching. And remember to subscribe, like and share this video. Also, go ahead and click one of the videos on your screen. You will really enjoy it.